push this bullshit. They continue to assert this garbage. They continue to act like we're supposed to be differential to their bullshit. But all we see is bullshit. All we see is, oh, they want to inject their shit into fucking legal documents. Oh, they want to promote their shit during the Super Bowl. They want to, in regular speech, mention their sci-fi fantasy bullshit. They want to plug their sci-fi fantasy bullshit, but they never ever demonstrate that their sci-fi fantasy bullshit is actually useful, helpful, actually impactful in good ways, right? They're impactful in bad ways. We see that. We see the amount of people who get traumatized, right? Throughout the fucking society, and we're talking about tens, maybe even hundreds of thousands of people, and that's being fucking conservative, by the way. These are very conservative estimates, considering how constant this shit happens, considering the billions of dollars that have been spent in fucking goddamn settlements because there's these rapists in the church can't stop. They can't. They like. At some point, we have to recognize this shit is a scam. It's the greatest, longest running scam in human history. And there's no good reason to invest in a scam. Because how is it helping us? If it helped us, they could show us right now. And it would be helping. And I would be like, yes, that was super duper super helpful. Instead, they fail constantly. And it makes me so fucking mad because I can't stand it. At some point, we have to figure out, or basically come to grips with the fact that this shit is garbage. Straight up. I know a lot of people hate to hear that. I know a lot of people will take offense to that. I know a lot of people will be angry as hell at me for saying that. I don't care. Because we live in the modern age, we live in the information age, and if you want to claim that your information is useful, then put up or shut the fuck up once and forever. We live in a time now where we have data, so if you claim to have it, it's time now to actually demonstrate it, to show us that what you are saying is not just your emotions peeking through, it's not you just making an emotional appeal, it's not you just being passionate, you're being passionately intelligent, educated, data-filled, whatever the case you want to call it. You have the data to show us that what you are saying actually makes sense and is actually comporting with the reality that we share and inhabit, and that we can use that shit that you're talking about to actually impact the world in positive, meaningful, useful, great, and awesome ways. If you can't, shut the fuck up and get the hell out of my face. Look, I'm not saying you're a bad person if you are a Christian, because I was a Christian. And I'm not going to say that I was a bad person because I genuinely didn't know any better. But we live in a time now where every Christian should know better by now. But they want to believe their craziness so fucking bad they don't want to know better. And so that's why it's hard for me to respect Christians now. Because at some point, we have to have this fucking come to Jesus moment where you realize that Jesus can't be come to because he's not there. You can't come to Jesus. How the fuck do you have a come to Jesus moment if you don't know where Jesus is at to come to him in the fucking first place? That's the whole point. You can't have a come to Jesus moment. I hate the fact that phrases like that even get said because they're bullshit. You can't come to something that doesn't exist. You can't come to something, go to something, find something if it's not there. How are you going to sit here and say you found God, but then all of a sudden the next paragraph you go in to find God again? Because apparently the God that you found wasn't the real God. So now you got to go find the real God, and you didn't determine what was your fucking metric for determining the realness of this God stuff that you were finding, that you supposedly found. And why is it that zero of you can demonstrate it to me right now? Why is it that these people claim that they have these ideas and they have nothing to show for it other than rape? Other than child rape, other than children constantly getting raped, people getting raped, adults getting raped or having been raped, and just rapity rape all over the fucking world, and no way to stop it at all. I mean, literally, not a single method of any kind to stop it, even though they supposedly have a direct connection to the ultimate supernatural super thing that has all the answers. They claim to have all the answers, and yet they ain't got no answers at all. At all. At all. Look at this. I'm gonna show y'all one more. And then we about to break out of here. Thank everybody for coming through, and hit that like and subscribe and notification bell and all that type of shit. You know what the fuck. Thank you though. Thank you for coming through. But check this out. From Raw Story from yesterday, right after our live. GOP Senate hopeful under fire over guess what? Guess fucking what? The same shit. Because he has ties to a church that's been rocked by, guess what? The same fucking shit. How is it that this constantly happens? So check this out. Look. Michigan Republican Senate candidate Mike Rogers is facing scrutiny over his campaign's ties to a church where 3 leaders have been convicted of child sex crimes. Oh, Rogers is vying for the Senate seat being vacated by Democrat Gary Peters. The Democratic race is a 3-way contest between Rep. Haley Stevens, State Senator Mallory McMorrow, and former Detroit Health Director Abdul Al-Sayed. According to the Midland Daily News, nearly 3 weeks after a faith coalition leader with ties to Mark Barclay's Living World Church resigned from Mike Rogers' U.S. Senate campaign, a second coalition leader with ties to the organization appears to still be on the campaign. The Rogers campaign has received criticism for not speaking publicly about the volunteer coalition leader's ties to the Midland County Church, where 3 leaders over the past 2 years were convicted of sex crimes involving children. Fam. You wonder why Epstein shit happens? Exhibit A. Exhibit A. You think this fucking weirdo is the only person who has ties to an organization that has been caught up in this type of shit? Everybody in politics is caught up. You know why? Because so many people in politics are Christian, which means that they're all connected in some form or fashion to this type of behavior. Because guess what? Because not a single Christian can demonstrate any of their fucking bullshit to fucking actually accomplish anything, to demonstrate any of their fucking bullshit ass claims, and 0 of them can demonstrate how they can stop this behavior from happening anywhere. Literally anywhere. And these are the people who are in the positions where they can actually make the difference. Where they are literally the lawmakers. They are the makers of the law. They are vying for positions to be lawmakers, to affect the laws in whatever jurisdiction that they are vying for. So if they are literally seeking to be members of the Senate, members of the fucking House of Representatives, members of fucking goddamn whatever fuck, mayor, governor, whatever position, they have an opportunity to impact the laws, to impact the direction of their respective jurisdiction or whatever the fuck. But when you have these people who subscribe to these retarded ass ideologies that help nothing, that fix nothing, that have no clear goals other than to protect these fucking weirdos and to protect the scam so that scam artists can continue scamming people out of their money to sell them a bullshit dream that doesn't actually benefit them. How can we act surprised that we're so suboptimal in the state of America, that we have this ridiculous society where people are out here publicly demonstrating their retarded ass mind state and acting like this is something to behold, like this is something wonderful, like we're supposed to be like, yes, this is amazing, that the people running for office, the people in office, that people who have been in office have been directly connected or indirectly connected to this type of bullshit. Either they were directly connected to minor fucking fuckers, you know, like the Epstein shit, you know, motherfucking former presidents and former presidential hopefuls gotta be fucking subpoenaed to testify that they didn't know anything that was happening during the time, even though technically, aren't you the fucking president? Isn't it your job to know this shit? Aren't you the fucking president because you're supposed to be protecting America? You're supposed to be protecting the fucking national security. How the fuck are you protecting the national security by being ignorant to weirdos who are in positions of wealth and power that you commiserate with, who engage in this fucking behavior? How is that fucking possible? How do you not know? It's your job to know. You're the fucking president. You're the Secretary of State. You're the fucking former First Lady. What the fuck are we talking? You're both lawyers. You're both lawyers. That means that you both know the law in and out. Not only do you know the law, but then you were in positions where you could literally affect the law, where you could change the law. Hell, where you could probably write some of the laws, probably wrote some of the fucking laws. And yet, you're going to sit here and act like you don't fucking know any better. And I'm just some guy from the south side of Chicago. I went to school for business. How the fuck do I know all this shit about law and I ain't going to law school? The long and short of it, America has become what I call a hyper-capitalist, plutocratic, oligarchical, kakistocratic, kleptocratic, gerontocratic, theocratic, idiocratic, craziocratic, techno-feudalist corporatocracy. A nation run by a bunch of rich, old, corrupt, bitch-made, thieving-ass, conniving-ass, stupid-ass, unqualified-ass, imbecilic-ass, corrupt ass Jesus freaks who don't know shit about fuck other than being bitch ass simps for the rich, the banks, the corporations, and the churches, stealing from us, giving it to them, and acting like somehow that's gonna help us somewhere at some point down the line where, oh, once they do their thing,